What is up, everyone? It's Awesome Gummy back at it again with Clash of Critters. So, today I wanted to do the Invasion Horde tier list, but the video would be kind of long if we did all of them. So, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on a specific element. Today, I think we are going to do. Let's do water, alright? So, we're going to do water, and we're going to look at all the water Tataris. So, let's get started. Let's first look at this one. This one is the little ice kitty. So, most people have this one. Let's do this one first. As you'll know probably, it will fire an ice block and it can split into smaller shards that inflict slow and does quite a bit of damage. Attacks have a chance to fire an extra bursting ice shard and deal AoE damage with a chance to inflict freeze. Okay, so it upgrades it. Periodically fires scatter icicles that inflict slow enemies, plays the ice pad forward, dealing large area damage with a chance to inflict freeze. Okay, so I think Frost Pass at level 7 is pretty good, and this one does a pretty good amount of damage. I'm probably going to put this one in, like, A or B. All the tiers are the same, by the way. Actually, I'm probably going to put this one here, because for the Water Tatari, this one does do quite a bit of damage. No, we're doing B. Okay, we're gonna say that's in between A and B. Alright, next up we have this one. Fog Sap releases a thick mist to continuously deal AoE damage, slow and fragile. Sleep-inducing mist, small AoE damage, damage dealing, chance to generate explosive mist around target deals AoE, summon Sea Fog, inflicting super fragile on all enemies. Alright, so honestly, this one, she's so weak, to be honest to me. I don't think she's that great, but everyone thinks she's pretty good. I'm probably going to put her in the middle. Actually, you know, we're doing that. That's how I like it. Now then, these are just my opinion. These aren't super statistically valid, but this is how I would build my team. AoE damage, periodically recovers HP, surplus healings compared to shield. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Attacks have a chance to deal large AoE damage and inflict knockback. And then Fire's Claws continuously deal AoE damage to the upper right toward of the edge of the map. So I actually really like him. I think his attacks are amazing and his level 7 is awesome in my opinion. So we're going to put him in S tier. Kidding, he's going A tier. I would put him in S tier for me though. Wave of Bubbles, dealing AoE damage, inflicting slow. Attacks have a chance to fire an extra horizontal bubble wave, dealing AoE damage, periodical recovers. Okay, so the bubble shield is really good in my opinion, but his is level 5 and not level 7, which means you kind of want damage at level 5. Large AoE damage, inflicting slow. Okay, so he is probably C tier for me. I probably wouldn't use him. Let's check this guy out, the little capybara. Shoots a zesty bullet and peels an orange that heals allies. Attacks have a chance to fire an extra peeled orange to heal allies. Launches one jumbo orange that heals allies and grants them orange attack boost, orange damage boost. Okay, so that's pretty good. I think he's pretty good. I'm putting him in A tier. That sounds amazing. That damage boost and attack boost is really important. Alright, we got Mass Fly. Y'all know I like Mass Fly. I love this guy. Pull and AoE damage. Summons a whirlpool nearby, dealing some inflicting slow. Periodically gain shield. When the shield disappears, recover HP. Okay, that's pretty good. And then summons whirlpools in multiple rows. Inflicts slow. When whirlpool explodes, it deals damage to enemies and inflicts stun and tide surge. Okay, so honestly, that's not great. That's pretty similar to what we've had for other wins that I've said weren't that great. So, in my opinion, it's not that great. But he is a good frontliner, in my opinion. He's a pretty good tank. If we can find him on here, do y'all see him? Let's look through one row at a time, maybe. He is not on here, guys. Alright, well, I would put him in B tier. He's a good tank, but honestly not someone I would prioritize. Let's check out this guy, Drowsy Shot. So this guy does have a co-op bonus with the other little moth character on the fire team. So that's definitely good to know if you want to play either of those. Inflict slow and inflict sleep. Avalanche one piercing butterfly from the target's location. Periodically grants multiple allies change attacks with chance slot. Whoa. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna start using this one. That is A tier. We're probably gonna put this one in B tier. Yeah, I feel good about that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna move these guys up. Sorry guys, I'm switching my opinions. Okay? I'm switching my opinions. You have to deal with it. Alright, we got the little seal guy with the ball now that's hiding in his bald spot, if y'all know about that. At level 1, it launches 2 piercing balls that after flying a distance will turn and be launched again. High pressure waterboard sometimes explodes with a high chance to inflict knockback. Alright, that sounds pretty good. In my opinion, this guy just doesn't do quite enough damage compared to other guys though, so we're probably gonna put him in B tier. And now let's look at one of the best water tanks, in my opinion. He gains an ice shield and fires ice crystals when the shield disappears, dealing AoE damage. Has the chance to fire 6 extra ice crystals. When obtaining shield, there's a chance to grab nearby allies, a weaker version. And then at level 7, summons a row of attackable ice sculptures that explode and deal AoE damage when they disappear. There is a rock Tatari that pretty much does a similar thing. He's just not a tank. It's the little snail guy. But this is pretty good. Imagine the double up of both of those. I mean, it would take so much damage off of your Tataris. So I think I'm going to put him in A tier, and then he would be S tier if he had level 7 with the level 7 of the snail Tatari. Alright, let's look at the little jellyfish. So we've got Sapping Orb, launches a water orb to deal AoE damage, drains HP from nearby allies to boost orb damage, and heals allies with low HP. Anything that drains HP is probably not the best option in this. It's going to be really hit or miss because the elemental advantages might get to where that these guys can just die. Like, you got to be careful with this type of thing because you don't know what's going to happen. Attacks have a chance to fire 2 extra water orbs, launching a large bubble. Attacks dealing AoE damage with the chance to inflict stun. Periodically summons a jelly pad that deals AoE damage. Okay, this isn't great. That's not great. There's so many other options, and this one saps HP from your team, so I'm probably going to put him in D tier, maybe even F tier, to be honest with you. Alright, I actually like this guy. I think this guy is very, very cool. Fishy Form is his ability. He's the little water octopus. Launches a water orb, occasionally a large water orb to deal AoE damage. Can summon Octobait that deals AoE damage from knockdown. That's basically everything that the last person just did, but level 1. So there you go for that. He will do a blind attack, kind of like shooting ink out on the level 3. And then he gets a force field that periodically creates an expanding force, granting damage reduction to allies in range. So this is actually a really good one. If you've seen it, you know it's good. But it literally is just like half of your screen that is just damage reduced with a shield now. And I think it's amazing. I truly think he's amazing. So we are going to put him in, honestly, A tier for that. Because I already know that his last one is Octo Nuke. It prioritizes the weakest boss and deals extra damage to the center of the battlefield. That's amazing. Being able to prioritize certain units is like in the game material. It's so good. You need to be able to prioritize. And then last but not least, we have our little water chameleon. He becomes invisible, launching bubbles to deal AoE damage. And then after he becomes invisible, prioritizes enemies in the back. Attacks have a chance to summon an extra water spout that continuously deals small aggregate damage and inflicts slow. And then his next one is periodically summon a large water spout that continuously deals AoE damage, so an upgraded version of the last one. And then he gets a technique at level 7, which is summon several water spouts, and invisible Skin Coon allies will emerge to attack enemies with whirlpools. So that sounds pretty good. I'm unsure if it actually is pretty
Shopping
good.
for your next.
Oh, I don't know what that was. That scared me. I don't see the little guy, so oh, he's right there. Hold on. So honestly, I think he's probably B or A tier. I'm probably gonna put him in B tier, honestly. So I know we didn't even use the F tier, but if we did, it would be this one right here. I think she's just horrible. I don't think she's that great. But yeah, that's what I've got for the water tutorials. Again, this is just my opinion. There's not much, like if I really could, I could go into all the stats, I could play all of them and I could show you, but it really depends on what tier your Tataris are because that does affect their base stats, I believe. Yeah, so we got blue stats right here. So if you feed them, they're gonna get better stats and whatnot. So that's how that works, but good luck, guys. I hope this helps with your invasion hordes. Water stars are one of the harder ones to figure out because a lot of them have like AoE damage and they do quite a bit. And then the electric stars are also a big deal. They do quite that shocker Zobo is crazy. He does so much damage. I try to avoid him at all costs. There's a strategy to do with him, but I'll talk about strategies for bosses in the next video. Okay, y'all have a great time. Keep playing. I hope y'all win some invasion hordes.